We start tonight with breaking news out of Lake County. Good evening. You're watching Late News Tonight. I'm Luke Clary.
And I'm Alicia Machado. We are getting a closer look tonight at the structures destroyed by the Boyles Fire in the town of Clear Lake.
And just moments ago, the governor announcing federal assistance in the aftermath of the Boyles Fire.
All right, take a look at this map. The fire just began east of Highway 53 and north of Dam Road on Boyles Avenue.
And here are the most recent updates from officials tonight. The fire is now 76 acres and forward progress has not been stopped at this hour, but Lake County officials want to emphasize that crews are making good progress. More than 30 structures were impacted by the flames and around 40 to 50 vehicles were destroyed. Evacuation orders remain in place.
Meanwhile, Governor Gavin Newsom says that California was able to secure a fire management assistance grant from FEMA. The governor also secured the same type of grant for the line fire burning in San Bernardino County. We'll have more on that fire ahead.
And take a look here at the current evacuation orders for the Boyles Fire in Clear Lake. Evacuation orders were lifted for areas north of 24th Avenue, while those in the south have not. A temporary evacuation shelter is set up at Twin Pine Casino. Nearly 3,000 PG&E customers are also currently without power.
ABC 10's Garge Paul Sunga is in Lake County tonight, where the fire caught the community off guard.
The Boyles Fire continues to burn in Lake County, but not before it devastated many neighborhoods, homes, and lives, as crews are still in these neighborhoods putting out these hotspots and trying to stop the fire. A fast-moving wildfire in Lake County.
We, at one point in time, in some of the areas, we had 500-foot flame lengths.
In the air and on the ground, all hands were on deck as the hot and dry conditions helped fuel the flames, causing mandatory evacuations in the southeast portion of the city of Clear Lake. The Boyles Fire displacing thousands of people, including Luis Gutierrez.
Safety for my kids and my family, and that's the most dear thing to me.
He got his family out, but stayed within the evacuation perimeter, so he was able to come back to a home, still standing.
Too close for comfort. I'm in disbelief, still.
Just a few homes down, others weren't as lucky. About a few dozen homes or buildings were damaged or leveled. This is just the latest wildfire that shows you the erratic nature while it burns. This home right here is still standing, but right on the other side, this home, a total loss. And it's stories like these that are seen throughout this perimeter of the fire.
The neighbor of my friend's house, her house was perfectly fine. My friend's house burnt down in the middle, and the one to the right was still standing as well. So it's like, what are the chances, really? It's just fate sometimes, I guess.
Fire officials say while the fire burned in heavy brush, the winds did not pose a big problem, but embers caused even bigger ones.
It was really just everywhere you turned around, there was a new spot fire. There were literally hundreds of spot fires coming off of this.
Another disaster for a county that has seen a lot.
There is no other county in the state of California that has been impacted by a wildfire more than Lake County. But over 60% of Lake County's land mass has burned since 2015.
Fire officials tell us they have not gone through the wreckage to give us a clear number of just how many homes were impacted. Fire crews from all across the counties in Northern California came out to help with this fire. They're going to be staying here overnight to make sure these hot spots don't reignite. Reporting in Lake County, Garge Paul Sunga, ABC 10.
A fire we will continue to track. Thank you, Garge Paul. And check this out. These two dogs have been reunited with their family tonight after they were lost during the chaos of the Boyles Fire. Local firefighters posted online that they had rescued them from a burning structure. They say that post was quickly shared and want to thank the community for helping reunite them with their owners.
We are also continuing to track the line fire burning in San Bernardino County. Late last night, Governor Gavin Newsom announced a state of emergency. Evacuation orders are in effect as the fire grows to more than 17,000 acres with no containment. Earlier, the governor had posted online that more firefighting resources were headed to Southern California. CAL FIRE says at least 3 people have been injured by the fire. No word yet on if any structures have been damaged. Let's get it over to Chief Meteorologist Monica Woods. We've seen lots of fire activity from Southern California to Clear Lake.
That's right. All throughout the state, we've been dealing with heat well above average temperatures through the weekend. And this really all started at the beginning of last week. So temperatures today topping out in the 100s throughout much of the valley. Even towards the coast, we were seeing close to 100-degree heat. Also had the winds to kind of elevate that fire danger as well. Earlier tonight, we had a red flag warning in effect. That has since expired, but peak wind gusts today anywhere from 25 to over 30 miles per hour for this year. We still have that Davis fire burning east of the crest, just around the Reno area. Most of the smoke going eastward there. As far as the Boyles Fire, it isn't putting off as much smoke, obviously, as it was earlier today, but some hazy skies remain overnight tonight. Not as much of a wind component for this evening. We have those downsloping winds for this evening heading in through the foothills and then onshore winds. So everything kind of settling into the valley. That's why if you open up the windows tonight, might smell just a little bit smoky out there. Current temperatures in the upper 70s to right around 80 in the valley. We're in the 70s and 80s for the foothills, 50s for the Sierra. Hour by hour impact weather. You can see overnight lows falling into the 60s, but we're back into the mid to upper 90s for tomorrow. We'll talk more about that heat and how long it continues coming up.
All right. Thank you, Monica. We will check back in with you soon. Tracking another major wildfire, firefighters in Southern California working to get the bridge fire under control in Los Angeles County. It broke out this afternoon. It has exploded in size, at least 800 acres with no containment. Officials with the National Forest Service say they'll continue to work overnight. Southern California has been experiencing a heat wave, adding to the difficulty of putting out fires like these. We'll continue to follow the latest on the Boyles Fire and other fires burning around our state. Download the free ABC 10 app to stay up to date with us as we learn more information.